Hey everyone, it's Sheridan back with another Marketing Mondays. That's my new theme song. I'm just kidding. No, but for real, back with Marketing Mondays. For those who don't know, my name is Sheridan LeBay. I am a self-proclaimed Jill of all trades. I own Untamed Lingerie, Untamed Marketing, and Untamed Nights. So anything regarding business, marketing, and event planning with a little bit of fashion, that's me. That's me. So today we're going to do things a little differently. Instead of me just talking to you guys for 20 minutes about crazy stuff, we're going to do a tutorial. So I've realized through helping my clients, helping my friends with just getting their businesses and processes set up, a lot of people are just looking for advice on how to use different platforms. So whether that's like a scheduling platform, an email platform, Eventbrite platform, or event platform in general. Some of my friends, they're like, I got it covered. I just need tech help. So I'm kind of like a techie. I'm like the techie that your grandma calls because she's like, what is Wi-Fi? How do I set it up? No, for real, I actually kind of do know quite a few things. So today we're going to do a tutorial with Calendly. And so Calendly is one of many systems that you can use to schedule appointments. It really probably doesn't matter what type of business you have, it probably would be effective. So if you're a therapist, it's effective because individuals can literally go on this website, book you for a session, and pay for their session. The lady that does my facials, she uses Calendly to set up her appointments. One of my clients has a podcast. They use Calendly for people to go in and select when they want to do their podcast episode. There's literally so many uses that you can have for Calendly. And it's a good way to, if you're trying to set up appointments with people, there's not a lot of back and forth. So even some people I know use it just for like conference calls. Because, you know, when you're trying to schedule an appointment with somebody, it's so much back and forth. Like, are you available at 4? Are you available at 4 on Tuesday? I'm available at 5. And it's like 30 minutes of going back and forth versus one person or another sending them their calendar, and then you get to see their availability for the next month or the next 60 days. So in the following video, we're going to do a tutorial for Calendly. I'm going to show the free features and kind of outline some features I've seen on the paid version that may be helpful. I'm not getting paid by Calendly to do this. I just really like Calendly. I like how straight to the point it is. So that's the one I'm going to recommend. I've also used Setmore and a few other ones, but Calendly is just like really straight to the point and simple. You can add in different questions if you have specific questions that you need to know before you talk to the person on the phone. I like Calendly. I like things that are very user friendly and straight to the point. So anything I recommend on my tutorials is I'm not getting paid to do, but I am going off of my experience and what is the easiest, straight to the point, user friendly for people who are not tech savvy. So follow me into the next video and we're going to go through Calendly. If you have any additional questions on something that I may not talk about in the video, feel free to comment below or message me and I can answer any questions that you may have. So let's check it out. Calendly, and we are going to create an account. So I'm going to do this with my email because I actually don't have a Calendly with my business email on this account. So we are going to use this one. Click allow. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Okay. So that's the first screen that you'll see. Here you'll want to put whatever your business or brand name is. So for me, I would make this House of Untamed. I'm in Central Time Zone, so do Central Time. Do I want to add? Yes. So basically, you connect a calendar. So whatever calendar you connect is the one that it'll automatically add any events to that calendar. So be sure to add a calendar that you actually check, because I have clients who add calendars they don't check and then it causes the problem later. Then you'll set your hours. So this can be, you can change this based off of availability. So we're just going to do something small now. I'll do like a 10 a.m. A 10 a.m. Why did it go so fast? A 10 a.m. I'm moving fast. A 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. because it's moving crazy. I don't want to work weekends. Here, I'll just put that I am doing sales and marketing because I'm doing sales and marketing. Cool. Now you're all set up. So automatically, Calendly has these three options. That's just like a standard option that you want to have there. You can change these. You can leave them. I'm just going to turn these off for now. I'm not going to delete them. So you can turn things on and off as you desire to. So there are a variety of things you can do once you get set up. So let's go to account. Let's go to integrate. Well, let's go to account. Account settings. So this right here, you can add your own logo or you can add a picture of yourself. It depends on your business. And then here you can say, welcome to my scheduling page. So I can say, thanks for stopping by. We look forward to chatting with you. Okay. English format. I'm gonna leave the date and time format the same, Central Time, save changes. Branding is important, so you add your logo here. I'm gonna add, yeah, so I'm gonna add, you can add your logo here. I was gonna do it, then I changed my mind. You can turn Calendly branding off, which means it'll be your branding. Then you go to my link. Of course, we already did this, House of Untamed, and you actually can make individual unique links for each calendar thing that you have. So we're pretty much all set up on here. Calendar connections, it's already connected to my calendar. This can always be changed. You can add multiple calendar accounts here if you want to change them. And then it'll start charging you after a certain amount of calendars that you add. So I would just do your main. Like I have one main calendar that I use for everything. So that's what I would just use. Users down the line, if you want to add users, it's an extra additional fee. This is really good if you have a team and everybody's going to be handling the same thing, or one person may have certain type of calendar and meeting invites and somebody else might have something different. There's also an option on the paid feature to where, say my teammate Keisha, if we're doing meetings together, I can add her as a user. That way, anytime someone books, it automatically adds it to all of our calendars. So I'm not gonna do that now because it's just me that I need to do that for. And integrations, they have a lot of cool integrations. Some of them are free, some of them are not. The free version of Calendly is pretty straight to the point about what you can and cannot do. But I think all of these are pretty awesome. MailChimp's great, especially if you're using MailChimp for emails. Zoom feature is good. If you're using Zoom, it'll automatically connect and send them the Zoom information when they book. PayPal, if you are charging for your consultations, you can add that in there. A lot of really cool features. So some of these are free, some of these are not free. I don't use any of them. I just strictly need it for one thing and one thing only, and that is to book consultations. So now we're gonna go home. So here is where you would see when anybody does schedule an event, you can see any events you have coming up, basically. So here you can click on it to edit. I'm gonna change this to say new client consultation. Location, we'll say phone call. And then you can select whether you want to call them or they should call you. So if you want to call them, it'll require their phone number. If you want them to call you, you'll provide them a phone number after they book. I would just do call invitee. That just makes the most sense. Here, this can say, this consultation is for new clients wanting to book marketing and design services. If you want to add anything additionally here, like I might say, visit my portfolio. Ooh, my light almost fell, guys. Visit my portfolio. I'm just putting like filler stuff in here. Share.co/marketing. Yeah, so I'm gonna do marketing portfolio, and then I could always link it to if that's just something I want to do. So let me put that here. And then this can say new client. And this is just helpful because when you are having people inquire about things, you can just send them directly to this event, especially if you have multiple events. Event color, I can just put that, and that just shows on my end. It doesn't show on their end. It won't show to your client's end. This, you can control how long you want it to be. So we're going to say 60 minutes. I don't want them to be able to book out any further than 60 days because things change. You can change this to 30 days. You can change this to 2 weeks, whatever you want that to be. And you can change your availability. So say Mondays, I'm available 10 to 5 p.m. that day, right? But apply just to that particular Monday. All the other Mondays can stay the same. Or if I want to say every Monday and Thursday, so I can say apply to multiple and repeating days of the week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm available 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But then say on Tuesdays, I want to be available 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then I want to come back that afternoon and do 3 to 5. Cool. And I can apply that to all Tuesdays. So it's pretty neat. You can change your availability. You can pretty much narrow it down per day, or you can have a rolling availability of the same thing. And advanced options. So say I want to space them out 15 minutes apart, which means it gives me a buffer, 15 minutes in between each event. Say I only want to do 3 calls a day. I can put 3 there. And then say people have to book within 48 hours before an event. They can do that as well. So you can change this. They give you a lot of cool features, especially on the free version. And this one actually is availability in increments of 15. So what that means is that if somebody wants to book a 5:45, like, do I want to let them book every 15 minutes on the hour or every 30 minutes? So like this would only give them the option of like 5:30, 5 o'clock, 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30. This would go by 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock. This is the buffer before and after. So say I want to make sure I have 10 minutes before and after each booking to make sure I can prepare for my next call or in the event that a call goes over, which I think is very important to do. Here's the cool way you can make this more narrowed down. So of course you want to ask for name and email. They're going to do that automatically. Phone number, say I want to ask them what type of business or what's the name of your business. Oh, just a business name. So, business name, and I want to make that required. But I can make that a 1-line option. Then say I want to ask, what's some other options? Say I want to say, what type of service, what services are you interested in? Make this required and can say social media management, website design, monthly consultations, graphic graphic design. These are not all what I do, but I'm gonna leave it. Event planning, and then include other, or yeah, include other. Click apply. So you have up to 10 questions for free on the free version. So I would utilize them. I think they're very effective with, if you're doing calls, think about what type of information you would want before that person comes. And I've seen people use Calendly, like the lady that does my lashes, and the lady that does my lashes, and also the lady that does my facials does it. So those are just, they ask specific questions based off of their businesses. Here's a cool option where you can do calendar confirmations, or it automatically adds to calendar. So for this one right now, how it's set up, it automatically, once they book, it just adds to my calendar and their calendar. You can change it to this, so where it's more of a formal email. Hey, thanks for booking. Would you like to add this to your calendar? I would just leave it how it is. And then I would definitely do, I would turn all these on. So I would do email reminders. You definitely want people to have email reminders. If you want to send them a email follow-up after their consultation, like, hey, thank you for following, or thank you for your time. After this call, be sure to do X, Y, and Z. You can turn that on. I think text reminders are always great. Why not? Cancellation policy. These may vary based off of your business. So some people may say non-refundable deposit if you cancel within less than 24 hours of your consultation, or something along those lines. You can put that here. Must cancel, reschedule more than 24 hours in advance. Cancellations within 24 hours will result in forfeiting, fitting, and losing deposit. I don't have time. Here, and then confirmation page, it can either be the confirmation, like a generic confirmation page that Calendly does, or you can say, hey, I want them to go back to my website. And then collect payments. This is also something that I mentioned earlier that is on the paid version. But if you want to collect payments, say you're doing like $75 consultations, or you want them to put a deposit down, this is where you would do that at. I don't know if y'all can hear my music. And okay, here's where you can edit it to how it looks on your website. So add to website. These are a couple of cool options that you can do. I always do inline embed because it just looks pretty cool, but they can also do a pop-up or pop-up text. So I'm going to show you the example of what that looks like. The inline looks really cute though. So say we are on a re-education website, and let's look at the inline embed. So inline embed literally means that it's like embedded within your site. And so then they don't have to leave your website to book. They can do everything without leaving your website. That's the only option that I use. So pop-up would be like this. They click schedule, then it pops up that way, which is also pretty unique as well too. This option would probably be more beneficial if you have multiple service options, or multiple things you would have on your calendar. Like how these have 4 different ones, but if you're only going to have one session, there's no point in doing that. But it's also, it's what you want for your website. Pop-up widget. So this is a little widget at the bottom of the screen, and then that's how it does that. So I think they're all unique options. I think the inline one is the one that I personally use the most, and my clients use, but you have to do what's best for you and your business. And then if you do add it to your website, so depending on what you decide to choose, they will give you a code. So say we do that one, they will give you a code like this, and then you can control in how this looks based off of your branding. So say my colors are red. Oh, actually, we don't want to do red. Keep the button color can be red. We don't want the text to be red. Cool. And then copy code. So this is where you would embed this into your actual website. And it depends on what type of website that you have, but that's, you would copy this and embed it on there. And they have examples at the bottom if you don't know what you're doing. And I believe that is it. There's a way on here to do your branding, and I can't believe it's not showing on here. This is where you can copy a link. So say you want to send people a link to sign up with you. This can have a unique link. But then this is also copy and close. The actual link for this event will also be calendly.com/House of Untamed new client. And so there's a way on here, and it's not showing right now, but there's a way to account settings, branding. Yeah, okay, that's it. Account settings and branding. So yeah, and then I will show you how it looks on a client's website so you can just see the end result. So this is my client, My Shade of Purple. And so when you go to her site, this is how it looks. She has her logo added. She does 20-minute consultation calls, and she has her colors here. So she changed that to purple. So this is literally how it would look. You click confirm, and then she has specific questions based off of what she needs to know for her business. So thank you for this tutorial. Let me know if you have any additional questions or what you thought. Until next time.